We've had spotty showers since about 7 a.m. here in D.C., and the radar indicates it's going to continue, but nothing to stop football from happening at FedEx Field. They love their football in this part of the country, and this crowd is ready to go as their guys will match up with Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Play action. It's gone. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the tuck roll that they can fall back on anymore.
Now a throw left sideline here is complete. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42. He's brought down at the 40.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
On 2nd and 7, Goff. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that he can't possess the football and turn it into a catch. It's a great job by this secondary. When I watch them, they remind me of elite defenders on a basketball court, right? They want to contest each and every pass.
Great contest on 3rd down to bring up 4th.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he's able to get this up just shy of the 15. Trying to escape the shadow of their goalpost. That helped. 10 yards. First down.
I guess it's good we can't really read the mind of the defensive coordinator now, huh?
Had him pinned back there deep, give up that run. Can't be happy.
Yeah, whatever's in his mind right now, we probably couldn't say over the air.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 25. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
A good game there on first down. That run will get him 7 up to the 32-yard line.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
On 2nd down, Elliott. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. The ball carrier. You were telling me this yesterday. That's exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation. We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. Touchdown, Cowboys! Complete.
to
Christian Kirk.
Touchdown.
His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys have taken the early lead. And nothing too crazy there. A quick slant, and then he just had a seam. He found a seam.
And when you hit it on the run like that, and I mean the pass right to the receiver who's already in motion and moving, sometimes he just takes it and runs away from everyone else.
And he ran it into the end zone. And the defense, they've got to adjust there quickly. That's tough on them.
That's really tough because everything was executed well. Ball was out of his hands quickly, into the hands of the receiver, and then he was gone.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Here's Goff. They'll set up the screen for Gibson. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up. The last catch took him 2 yards in the wrong direction, so now what can they do on 3rd? Out of the gun, Goff. He's got a man, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big one there on 3rd down. They hit for 30 yards. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Again, Goff.
Cowboys 41-yard line.
Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 19.
1st and 10 at the 19.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
First quarter with the score Cowboys 7, Washington nothing.
Week 7 action, and we've got a 7-point game here in the 2nd quarter. And this offense hoping to change that right here. And he'll get this down only to the 18. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
After the run, Goff going to throw. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
And a few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. This Cowboy defense looked ready for that 3rd down pass. Brings up 4th. 40-yard attempt. And this is just outside the right upright. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is.
I tell you, it's not easy kicking field goals in the best of conditions. You add in a downpour like we're in right now, it makes it that much harder. And sure enough, they can't convert here.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 right at the 30. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards. His first carry of their 2nd drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their 1st drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurtling through them.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 11 yards and a Cowboy 1st down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. This is Elliott. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
On 2nd and 9, Prescott. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
And that's going to be intercepted. Landon Collins, the Pro Bowl safety. He's at the 30. The 20.
Oh, my goodness.
And he will bring this one back. It is a pick-6 for a Washington touchdown.
We constantly talk about defenders having great vision and being able to see plays unfold and make their own plays. But you also have to have good feel as well because you can't see everything out there. See the play unfold, feel what's going on, and then get to the right spot and make your own play. And in this case, it turned out to be a highlight one.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And last time, decent field position through the pick-6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So it didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
First down run with Elliott going to go for about 4. 2nd and 6 coming up.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
10th carry now for Elliott. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
Landon Collins made the tackle.
We've hit the 2-minute mark in the first half. All knotted up at 7.
3rd down.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the end. And that's going to be intercepted. Landon Collins, the Pro Bowl safety. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here.
And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe.
I think this is where we see how the game has moved along a little bit. Free safety, no blitz, but reads the play, has no responsibility in coverage, and takes a gamble and goes against the quarterback.
Well, is that a spot, though, where when he's coming, the quarterback needs to be able to find somebody or not necessarily?
Has to, because with that amount of time coming from the free safety position, someone should break open.
Third and long. It's gone. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the first. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. And he'll get this to Antonio Gibson complete. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. A good pickup there on first as the screen pass gets a made.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
They'll fake the give. Now Goff. And this is incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on third down.
Hold on. Check. 24.
To the air again. Goff. And he finds McLaurin. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up first and goal. And he's going to ball his way down to about the 1 yard line. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Second and goal from the 1. They'll try to run this one in. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Now a signal and a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes third and goal. From the gun, here's Goff. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Curtis Samuel in the final seconds of the first half. And Washington has taken the lead.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about and still put the ball in the end zone.
Yeah, just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here. So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
Boys take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a first and 10 at their own 22. He'll hand it off to Elliott to begin the drive. And he stopped immediately there. Deron Payne, the big D tackle there to make the stop. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now.
And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. Montez Sweat, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Montez Sweat, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40.
Over first and 10 at their own 39-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
How about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. Sliding out of the pocket. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
On second down, it's Gibson. And for a second straight play, that Cowboy defense gets him to the ground behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Brings up 3rd down and 11.
24 is the mic. 76, kill him. 76. 76. 24 is the mic.
From the 50, it's Goff. The throw taken in by Sims. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. And this will be a long field goal if the skies were clear, but here in the rain and the elements, they'll go for it on 4th. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. And they're going to come up empty here on 4th down. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Prescott from the gun. He'll look downfield for Waller. Touchdown, Cowboys. Darren Waller, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the football game. And he knocks it through.
That ties the game at 14.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this will make it into the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They start from scratch here, so to speak. 14 all following the interception last time that led to a score. Now they've got it 1st and 10. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Complete out to Samuel on the quick throw. Called out a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the 3rd. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And all the way down to the 17-yard line. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. And he'll give it here to his running back. 2 yards that time, a stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play.
Well, we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4.
First and goal at the
It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. A field goal could get him the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal.
Right there. 54. Tiger.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all.
Taken down.
No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal at the 4-yard line.
Super 66.
On 2nd and goal, Goff. And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. Cameron Brate, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And Washington has taken the lead.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run, and he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down.
They ran that one well. And not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
Elliott on first down, going to get about 3 before he's taken down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 36-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Flushed out right. Now he'll pull it down. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Late in the game, defense trying to avoid a big play. He's able to work out of the passing game, turn it into a run, pick up the first, and stop the clock as well.
And you know in this situation, everything is sped up. The intensity, the thinking, everyone's movement. But for a quarterback, he has to continue to be what we call a flatliner. Level in everything he does and read the clock, feel it in the pocket, and go at the appropriate time.
And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
A second down throw for Prescott, eluding the pressure right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The safety blitz works perfectly that time for Landon Collins.
So we'll recount real quick. He had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Waller taking it in over the middle. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup.
Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
I know one thing. The team that had the ball and was driving, they're going to feel horrible. But the team that was on defense, I think we got to give them a little bit of credit, able to hang in there and force a key turnover.
In the red zone, though, had a chance to tie it and an opportunity missed.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
They get the crucial turnover, just huge, but now they've got the football deep in their own territory, and you got to be careful because if you give it right back, there goes your lead.
Have to be extremely happy with their defense. They received a gift. That takeaway, even though they're deep in their own territory, now they have the football. And you know there's always that alpha on defense, that grouchy guy. Forget what the coaches said. I'll guarantee you, he told the quarterback, we just took care of you. Now you take care of us.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he will be stopped here for no gain, and then it's going to take us to the 2-minute warning.
No gain on
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead. From the end zone, Goff. And he fires one, but incomplete.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
And he's able to get it out quickly, and this is not a bad kick here. On the return is Kirk. So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And the Cowboys are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
And forget that 100-yard rushing game, at least for the moment, as he'll lose yardage here and fall back under the century mark for the game. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2. An extra man here in the secondary for Washington on 3rd down. They'll look to throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 14 yards through the air. Caught the D off guard on 3rd and 1. They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. How about Jonathan Allen there, pushing upfield to make the stop behind the line?
I thought he did a nice job there setting an edge and make sure nothing could get to the outside. But he decided that wasn't enough for him. Worked his way back inside and made the tackle on the ball carrier.
Prescott. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. They'll roll him out right. He's going to run, but he's got a loss. Oh, no, he lost the football. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Able to pick up a dozen yards there on the scramble, but not enough. 4th down. Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down. Here's Prescott. And that is incomplete. Strong safety Landon Collins, the one who got a hand in there, knocked it away.
4th down, and they take to the air, which really isn't a major surprise, but how about the coverage there, able to bat it down?
They'll run on 1st down. Gibson, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 14. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Gibson. And for a 2nd straight play, that Cowboy defense gets him to the ground behind the line of scrimmage.
A loss of a yard. It's now 3rd and 15.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. They'll try the left side. Gibson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
So it's Washington getting the victory here.
And they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over. The way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for Washington,
they move back over 500. It is a cold night in western Pennsylvania as we bring you inside Heinz Field here in Pittsburgh. This was the scene just a few moments ago as the Pittsburgh faithful were fired up by the hometown Steelers taking the field. They're all set as they'll match up with the Baltimore Ravens. Time to set the old turducken aside and get ready for football as here we go on a Thanksgiving night.
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
They go play fake. Mahomes. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
K'Lavon Chaisson gets him for a loss of 5. He is so tough to handle on the blitz, and that's Exhibit A.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. This is intercepted.
Picked off by the all-pro safety, Mika Fitzpatrick.
And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
Oh, he's trying for Smith-Schuster, but it's intercepted. It's the rookie linebacker, Patrick Queen, and he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
At the 36.
Well, certainly not how he wanted to start his night. First throw of the game, an INT.
Yeah, it's not easy, but he's got to try and wipe that one away from the memory banks. And let's face it, it's not often a quarterback and a defensive back have a lot in common. But one.
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown.
To Mecole Hardman.
Mecole Hardman, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens have taken the early lead. Now, these are not going to be easy on a cold, snowy night, but this one is up and through.
7. Steelers, nothing. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Now the former 4th-round pick, it's Kalen Ballage. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more.
No gain on the play.
Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
3rd down. Here's Haskins. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Watch out for Hill on the return. It'll be a 47-yard punt with a net of 40 following a 7-yard return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Devin Bush, the Steelers' leading tackler as a rookie last year, gets another there.
Mahomes firing complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
First down,
Ravens. Oh, that was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake at the line of scrimmage, got right into his route. And the quarterback hit him in stride, and he was able to run free after the catch.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. Give him 8 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. They go back to the ground with Jones. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
And Jones is not going to have the first down as they stop him short.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports.
Steelers nothing. Justin Tucker to kick off.
Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away.
Now this will make it into the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And that will be incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That's excellent.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd.
Well, not a gain that you're going to go crazy about, but when you start at your own 2-yard line, Any type of space is good for the offensive guys.
Yeah, you just can't go backwards from here. They did it. Now we'll see if they can keep it on schedule here on second down. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves them with 3rd and 5.
And it's 3rd down.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, they came up with points in their first 2 possessions, but it looks like they'll come up empty here on their 3rd drive. The defense finally starting to get locked into them a little bit. Might have to go a little bit deeper into their playbook on their next possession.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Johnson on the return. We'll call that a 49-yard punt, but a net of just 39 following the 10-yard return. And the Steeler offense, they're set up nicely as they take over. A handoff as they run the counter play. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32.
Zadarius Smith.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Down by Khalil Mack.
They go play action now. Haskins. Fine work by the Baltimore defense to help bring up 4th down. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
So on 4th down, the Steelers call on the number of Chris Boswell for the field goal try. From the right hash, it's a 46-yard attempt. And Boswell missed it. Missed it to the right. No good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Now, if this was a clear day in September, I'd say this is well within his range. I'd feel very confident about this kick, but let's be honest about it. In these elements, the difficulty level gets ratcheted up by at least a factor of 5.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. This drive starting off on the right foot. 18 yards.
18 on the play.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Now here's Mahomes. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Now the Steelers use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. The Steeler defense locked in, forcing an upcoming 4th down.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
6-yard attempt.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And how about this? It's complete. They're not going to get it. They try to move the chains with a surprise, but it's a turnover on downs.
All right, Mr. Fantasy Champion, we just saw him fake a field goal, and the kicker has the opportunity to throw a pass. He completed it, but not for a 1st down. Does anyone get any points for that?
No, he just gets some pride going back to the sideline saying he completed a pass as the kicker, but the big thing here is
They didn't get enough for the first. And the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Johnson the intended target, and now it's second down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
After the incomplete pass, here now is second and 10.
48 to Mike.
To throw again. Haskins. He rifles one that's intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And he will bring this back. It's a pick six and a Raven touchdown.
Coaches preach all the time about opportunities and taking advantage of them, and he did exactly that. I used to have a coach told us all the time, a lost opportunity is never regained. Well, no regrets here. He picked that one off and took it to the house.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. Johnson now returning. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30.
At their own 32-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now the Steelers going to use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half.
The 49-yard line.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Check 48 to Mike. Check 48 to Mike.
From the gun, it's Haskins. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first.
Steelers.
How about this throw right here? Had to throw it to the left sideline, and you know the timing's got to be correct on this one. Ball's got to be right where it needs to be, and it was. That's because he had great arm strength on that one, able to drive the football. Quarterbacks love it when they can show off their arms.
And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a second and long. So we've reached halftime here on a Thanksgiving night as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. This snow front that has socked much of the East Coast not going away as we are back to it in the second half. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. Throwing on second and 14. Haskins. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion. And when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points. And the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
Now Haskins, third and long. And he hits his tight end, Ebron. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Able to convert on third and 14. A terrific play call.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Now Haskins on first down. Yet again, Haskins is intercepted. Third time. It's the former Patriot Devin McCourty. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the third quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
And now the drive starts with the completion out to the right. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down. Now Mahomes. He sets up the screen to Jones. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down.
22-yard line.
Flush to his right. And he's going to keep it. Mahomes hit. He lost the football.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
From the gun on third down, Mahomes steps away to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Mahomes can sling it, but the feet are nimble too as he scrambles for a first down.
Baltimore.
They'll try to run it in with Jones. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
Brings up second
and goal from the 6 this time. Now they'll throw with Mahomes. Escaping the pressure. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
I don't care what the scoreboard says, partner. You know who's winning this game right now?
Mother Nature?
Yes, indeed. Precipitation's winning in a big way. Sloppy. All these turnovers right now.
Yeah, well, this was the forecast. We got what was forecasted, and we've gotten a lot of turnovers. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. They run the counter now on first down. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32.
on the stop.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
And 8 at the 32-yard line.
Off the play fake. Here's Haskins. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 35. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Well, thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. 3rd quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Mecole Hardman with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year, as the Ravens push further out in front. And the lead is now 24.
Makes the score Ravens 24, Steelers nothing. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Here comes Johnson on the return. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The return. The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together. and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. 2nd and 10 now. Haskins. That one caught by the rookie Chase Claypool. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
On 3rd down, they'll try and pick it up with a counter. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape, and that is not going to get it done. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They'll try and throw forward with Haskins. And it is incomplete. The Steelers try it, but they come up empty on 4th down. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a 1st down.
It's a gain of 10. 1st down, Ravens.
They'll run it with Jones. And down inside the 15 he goes. That one good for 13 and a Raven 1st down.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding him at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
2nd down and 3, ball on the 7. Working from the gun, Mahomes looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. He's at the 40, 20, 10, and he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. Steelers. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell and just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now,
and it'll be intercepted. Able to get there and pick it.
I know they didn't tack on the 2 points, but I liked their attempt. After the interception return for a touchdown, I was thinking to myself, forget kicking it, go for 2, and they did.
Well, yeah, and everybody's scrambling. Maybe you catch the defense on their heels. They weren't ready to be out there.
Yeah, it's almost like a sudden change, right? There's a turnover, you take it away, they stuck it in the end zone, keep the momentum going. Give credit to the defensive guys for rallying and stopping that 2-point attempt.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Not much leg here. Fields this at the 24-yard line. Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 37-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And that pick 6 a moment ago doesn't change things too much. They still seem pretty comfortable with a 3-possession 4th-quarter lead. And now he's going to use his legs. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
From the shotgun to give to Jones. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
5-yard pickup on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. Buying time to his left. He may try and run for this. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a first down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big-time play.
Now a first down carry by Jones. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game.
Now the ball comes loose, and it's picked up by the Steelers. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
Playing in snow brings so many other factors into the game. It's not just trying to take care of the ball, and we just saw there that that's difficult to do, but just trying to keep your feet and carry out your assignments and make sure you're comfortable while you're out there playing. Are you warm enough in your clothing? A million things going on, but the biggest one, hold on to the ball.
And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 46. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. Mahomes going to throw it here. He's going to find his tight end, Boyle. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
3rd down.
Throwing now is Mahomes. And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the... Haskins hit, and he lost the football. Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
Haskins pass.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game. To throw on 3rd down, Haskins being chased out left. He's going to let it fly. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off near the 42. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Opted to run for it. The decision a good one, picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Rolling to his right. Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Interesting, Mahomes wants to throw it. This will be caught at about the 6. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on first and goal. Now Jones. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Ravens going to use their third and final timeout. It'll be their third and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. They go option right on second and goal. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Aaron Jones with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Ravens will extend their lead.
Well, partner, when a team's up this big, this late in the game, I always wonder what's their motivation, because if it's me, I'm thinking about pulling on the reins a little bit. But for them, I don't think it's in their DNA. It's not in their head coach's makeup at all. I think his opinion is, you stop us. We're not supposed to pull back ourselves.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 34-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase.
And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 25. There he goes left side. And he will bring this back. It's a pick six and a Raven touchdown. So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory, and it's going to be their defense that gets the ink in the headlines tomorrow, and for good reason. They forced 5 turnovers in this game.
And while we were watching this game unfold, I kept thinking about when we did our training camp tour, and something that you noticed along the way. Just about every camp we visited, when the defense got together, everyone was doing ball drills. Defensive linemen, linebackers, secondary, because they understood how vital it was to take the football away. And it